Hello everyone on FlossTube. Welcome back to our channel, the Sun City Stitchers. I'm Carlene.
And I'm Marlene, and this is episode number 19.
Yay, number 19.
Yeah.
We're so happy that you all join us. We know there are so many wonderful channels out there and so many beautiful projects. And it's so addicting to me. I start watching and then
it makes me want to buy more projects.
I know, it's like I want
really
that project.
Need to start something new.
I know, especially, but I really want one of those samplers. And I think I want to do one of the reproduction samplers that are red samplers. I think that's what I'm going to look for.
I've seen some of those. Those are very pretty.
So anyway.
And I of course, I already have my Mirabilia picked out and my Bella Filipina picked out.
I do too.
So
well,
I'm
almost.
Excited. Next year.
Maybe next year. Maybe January.
Yes.
So anyway, we're very glad you guys join us. We are going to do just a little bit about our stitching accomplishments, but last week, remember, the phone rang in the middle of our floss tube, and it was Marlene getting news that her air conditioning pump was not working. So Marlene, how did that?
Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure they were going to tell me that the pump had gone out and then it needed a brand new pump or something, but no, it was just that the float had gotten hung up. So that's why it wasn't blowing cool air. So they were able to just fix that. It didn't cost me anything.
Oh,
so
yay. That's the best kind of problem to have.
Yes, it worked out perfect.
Oh,
so and
good.
my house is nice and cool now.
Oh, that's much better then.
Yes, so it's much better. I have a lot more energy than I did last week after being in my hot house because I didn't know until Saturday that it wasn't working.
And then everybody was closed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and I had another busy week at school. It's the time of year where we've been in school long enough now that they start looking at class loads. And so at the campus that I'm filling in at, we did have to make one cut, and that's never easy on anybody. But we got that done. I had to meet with the teachers right away at the beginning of the week, and the teacher will start with her new class Tuesday now when we come back after the long weekend. So we got that done. I did get a call last night and the official call today, and they have asked me to remain at the campus for the semester. I know. I told my husband I don't know if I want to be happy or if I want to cry.
No.
But I've started with the campus. I hate to leave them in the lurch.
Yeah, and you really like the teachers and the staff.
Do. It's a good campus. Yeah. So it's just that I do get tired, and I kind of think, okay, I'm going to do this for a month, and then they called and said 2 more weeks. It's like, well, I can do 6 weeks. Well, now it's half the school year, and it's like, oh my goodness. But we're going to do it. We're going to make it through. We have a couple of breaks. We're going to have Camp Stitch more. I've already told them I have plans. I'm going to be out of town, so they know that I'm going to be absent a few days. And so, So
and
anyway.
You have your break in October.
We have a break, a fall break, and then a week for Thanksgiving. And so isn't that awful? I'm already going from break to break to break. It's like, oh my goodness. But anyway, so that is what happened this week for me. As far as stitching accomplishments, what did you work on this week, Marlene?
I didn't get very much done. I was trying to figure out why, but then I remembered I'm tutoring. All of my little students, except for one, are on board now. So I tutor until 7, close to 7 every night. So I don't really have that much time for stitching, but I did finish the Seaside Sampler.
Seaside
Sentinel.
This is
on Home Sweet Home.
The Home Sweet Home. That's the FaithWorks design in the Just Cross Stitch magazine.
And these are the ones that are out.
Yes.
All the ones that have been released so far.
So very pretty.
Yeah, so I did manage to get that done, but that's all I got done.
I worked on mine too, and
really?
I got a lot done.
So you're half done.
I'm on the cottage.
Almost half
yeah,
done.
I'm still working on the Craftsman cottage, And then I did go ahead and just stitch the rest of the boxes.
The boxes put in.
So
yeah, I want to do that next, but I think I'm just going to do the next 4 boxes.
Yeah,
and
that's what I had done the next 4. But then Sunday night I finished this up and I was kind of tired and I thought, you know, that doesn't take very much energy. I'm going to just do that. So that's what I did. So did you work on anything else?
No, that's
I
all
got
done.
the center block done on Fall on the Farm.
Oh, that's so pretty. Let me see it. I can't see it.
And the next...
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty. The next block that I'm going to do now is the little milk house. And then I'm going to...
fun. That one's
yes,
so cute.
it looks really cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and get those last 3 squares stitched. Oh, little Minnie. We had to start the video over once because she got up here. Now, Minnie, can you please go? Okay, thank you. She's not outside because Mickey is outside playing in the backyard, but she went around to the side of the house where she escapes from the yard.
Yes.
So she had to get brought in.
Yeah, she needs supervision, especially because it's already dark. So
Yes.
she needs to be supervised a little more
needs
closely
supervision.
than Mickey.
Yes. And then I had to work on that project with that had either a Prairie Schooler or a Santa.
Or a Santa.
And so I chose to start this little ornament,
Oh, that's
the
cute.
Prairie Schooler Santa ornament. And I'm doing it on 36 count Edinburgh linen, I think. Antique white. Mini. And so this is what I got done on my Santa.
Oh, you got a lot done.
Yeah, the Santa's all done. So now I just
what
need
else?
to work on the background.
Oh, the background?
Yes.
Do you have to fill all of this in?
Yes, the background, there's going to be black around here and then of course snow on the ground. And I'm trying to decide if I want to maybe use like some sparkly for the
for the snow.
and then the stars in the sky.
Yeah,
Or maybe they're supposed to be snowflakes, I don't know. Anyway, so that was my Prairie.
cute.
And then I did work.
You had one finished.
Yes, this one I got finished.
Very pretty.
So it is ready. I don't know. I think I'm gonna finish this one myself.
Oh yeah, it's not that big. You should be able to.
And so this was the Liz Turner Deal Lighthouse Summer Garden Mini. And so I got this one finished. This was one of the ones I wanted to get finished in August, and so I got it.
I
got it done.
Really pretty.
Yes, I was very happy.
I have this this quarter done right there.
Yeah, so that's
I think I'm still putting in a little bit of the water, but
that took a little while.
Yeah, it's hard.
I have to make the twisted cord because there's like a twisted cord that runs in between and it threads through the project. So I'll do that, but I'll do that when I finish it.
Yeah, that's
so
really
I got
cute.
that one completely
really
stitched.
pretty.
So I was very happy with that.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up. And
were you going to do the 2 projects that you're going to work on this weekend?
okay, yeah. Let's do that.
first?
Yeah, let's do the 2 projects.
Yeah. And
So, what are you going to work on?
well, this week, I don't know if I'll do it this weekend or not. Well, this weekend for sure, I'm working on
We're going to start our Hello Autumn, right?
Yes.
So we've pulled our colors so you all can see that. So Marlene, do you want to hold up your fabric?
Yes, this is my fabric.
Remember this was the lamb's wool. Witchell lamb's wool 28 count.
And it was the even weave, the Joblin.
Yes, the Joblin. And so these are going to be the colors for that Hello Autumn. We converted them to the anchor colors.
Well, I think they'll look really
I think they're
pretty
going
on
to
that
be
fabric.
very pretty on that fabric. And then I am doing mine on that, the fabric, it's also a 28
Did you show
count.
the pattern?
Yes, I showed the pattern. The 28 count, and it's got the over dyed, but it's only on one side.
Oh, yes,
And I'm choosing to do it on the mottled side. And so this the colors will look very pretty on there too. So we have a lot of colors, and they're really pretty. So
very fall.
We need to,
really
fall looking, and the little red
It'll
chalk.
be fun. I'm very excited.
I'm excited to start that one.
It's going to be
very fun. And then the other thing, they haven't put up September projects except for the 2 extra credit, and I don't remember. One is to stitch on something because we're touring the basement of our little stitching retreat.
Yeah.
And so I know for sure I'm going to do Poison Garden because you might find spiders in the basement, and so there's spiders on that design. So I want to do that. But they did put up a pop-up event, and we were supposed to stitch on something wicked. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. Do you want to show them the design of that? Oh my God.
So this is something wicked. This is what she has. Okay. And then this is her pattern. This is her pattern. So she's working on the drum part, I believe, right now. So that's what she has done so far. So it's turning out really cute.
I have to open the front door to let my husband in.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just truck it Firestone.
Oh, no.
And one of the other coaches is bringing him home.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I showed them.
Okay, yes. So that's my something wicked. So very fun. I love doing that one.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I really
that
love
cute.
that,
I like that
fabric.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes,
I,
I love that fabric. So then,
Oh, yeah.
are we going to talk about what we chose for our?
Yeah, should we do that?
Yes.
Okay.
When coming up now in October, and we've talked a little bit about what we might do for, we're looking at Christmas ornaments because we do a Christmas ornament exchange
At camp.
at Camp Stitchmore. We have that coming up in October.
Yes.
And then we do a Halloween smalls exchange. So we're not going to show what we're doing, but we did decide on the fabric that we want.
Yes, and I'm hoping to use the same fabric that Carlene's using on something wicked for my Halloween smalls.
I think it's called Stormy Sky.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive about
and then
that.
I'm going to be using these colors.
She doesn't have very many colors that she needs.
I think there might be one more that I don't have.
Yes, there's another shade of orange.
I think so.
That you have to get.
So,
and I am going to be using this 32 count fabric in Graceful Gray.
Oh, that's pretty too.
And these are the colors that will be going on it. So
that's pretty.
Yeah. So these
really
are the colors. But that's all we're going to show you because it's going to be a surprise. So that I'll be working on that throughout the month of September.
Yes, me too.
Then the other big thing that we have coming up is
starting this weekend. Well, actually, it started last night.
Yes, starting last night is our college football. We're stitching college game day. So Marlene and I have each chosen our 10 teams now, and we've each selected a project to go with each team.
Matched up each team to a project.
So now we have to just watch the scores, and if the team wins, we will stitch 100 stitches. Now, pretty soon my husband is going to be bustling in the door, and then I'm going to have to tell him dinner's in the fridge, etc. So yeah, he left his truck at Firestone, so evidently it needs like maintenance or something. I don't know.
Maybe. And this weekend is a good weekend because he can
his meet was tonight. He's cross country.
Yeah.
He does his assistant cross country, and so the meet was tonight, and then he has the whole weekend off. So it was a good time to leave it.
That's good.
Yes. So, Marlene, which team did you select as your number one
Okay,
team?
well, my number one, I went with the number one team that was ranked number one in the country.
Oh, so the
Alabama.
national ranking.
Yeah,
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
I did too.
And I matched it up to Poison Garden.
Very nice.
And then this is my starting point for Poison Garden. If I can get it undone. It's my starting
Oh,
point.
so pretty.
So I'll be still working on the right
Right
stitches,
stitches.
around the border.
Okay. And I also went with the number one ranking in the national polls, Alabama. And but I chose to match it to Autumn Hydrangea Fog. And I do not have hardly anything done. So I'm very excited that I'm going to get to work on this because I just have that tiny little blue. And after seeing your pretty start, I can hardly wait to work on mine.
Yeah.
So that's my number one. Who did you choose
Then
for
I went
two?
with the number 2 nationally ranked team, Ohio State. And I paired that with Quilted Bees.
And my number 2 is Ohio State as well, and I'm doing Quilted Bees also.
Oh,
It just
cool. So
seemed
we
to
can
go-
see how it compares.
So this is what I have done on mine.
Oh yeah, okay.
You have more done.
Yeah, and this is what I have
She
done
has
on mine.
3 done. Woo! So
I
that'll
know.
be
I
fun.
know, I'm excited to work
So
on that
we'll
one.
each get to work on that.
Well, hopefully they'll win.
Well, they
Get to use
sure.
it in their show.
Everybody picked them.
Yeah. So.
Okay, here's my husband. He's home now. We're doing our floss tube. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Good. All right, then for number 3,
I went with Georgia. the
Georgia.
nationally ranked team.
I did Georgia also.
And I paired that one with Autumn Hydrangea Fog. So,
Yes.
and this is my
And your starting point? Oh, so
Is that-
pretty. I can hardly wait to work on that.
Not that it matters.
So pretty. Mickey is outside, but Minnie was not really behaving, so she had to come in because she couldn't be supervised. So if you want to supervise her, she can go out. I also chose Georgia, but I matched mine with Poison Garden. So our number 1 and number 3
are
projects
flipped.
are switched around.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a little bit more done on Poison Garden.
Oh yeah, you do. You're
Yeah, I
working
have the
on
arches.
You're working on the arches.
Yeah, they're almost done. I'm actually working on the
now, are you
filling
going to-
in
You're
here.
working on filling in the arches.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go and do the arches on each side.
No,
and then you're gonna
because
throw one
remember
in.
I had that problem and I
Oh,
put
yeah.
in the black wrought
Oh,
iron.
that's right.
There's like the wrought iron gates that go around the poisonous plants, and I had them put in on each side, and I had a mistake. So I decided that I'm gonna do one entire side at a time too,
Yeah, that's
because
probably better.
that wrought iron part has so many quarter stitches that
yeah.
it's just too easy
Yeah.
to get off.
Yeah.
All right, so then number 4, who did you
Number
pick?
4 was Clemson. It was nationally ranked number 4, and so I paired
Yes,
that
I
one
chose
with
Clemson also.
my Fox and Rabbit Changing Seasons. The next part actually came out today, but we haven't had a chance to download the picture. So this is last month.
Yeah, and it's what came out this month is the autumn,
The autumn.
little like scrolly.
Part up there on the
Yeah.
top. And then this is what I have done, but I'm probably going to be making some changes on what I have done.
But I
'Cause I'm
think
just
it's so
really-
pretty.
I know, but I'm just really stuck. I just can't think of what to do. And so I'm thinking of just making a few little changes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Do you think the colors are too dark, or what don't you like about
well,
it?
I'm thinking of doing like where I have the yellow here on this part, that little yellow part right
Here?
below the
Red?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take that out and do more green, And then I'm actually thinking of doing like this corner one up here, pink. And then the pink would continue up here in this spring block plus up here in the spring. And then I would do this one, the summer color, which I'm thinking purple. And then the purple would continue here and here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll see. I don't think that would make it look too busy because it wouldn't be a whole bunch. And then I thought maybe I could do the yellow with those little bead thingies.
The back stitch.
Yeah, that back stitch thingy, whatever those are supposed to be.
Well, for my number 4, I also chose Clemson as my number 4. And I'm going to be working on Tempting Tees. I'm doing Tempting Tees over 1 on, I believe it's 28 count with Dinky Dye floss. This is also that same fabric that's modeled on one side and solid on the other, but I'm stitching on the modeled side because I wanted it to look like tea dyed. So Tempting Tees is my number 4.
Okay.
All right, then who did you choose for number 5?
Was my number 5?
Houston, yes.
Yes. And did I have
Anniversaries of the Heart?
Okay, it is Anniversaries of the Heart. I couldn't remember. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing this one, Anniversaries of the Heart. And this will be my starting point.
You have
this block.
There was 12 blocks plus 2 bonus.
I didn't hold it
all the way. Okay, let's pull it down a little.
The one that
it's right here.
Yeah, that's the block I'm going to
So that's your starting point.
Yeah.
So pretty. These were a series. Anniversaries of the Heart was a series by Blackbird Designs.
Yes.
And she's working on Moonlight Visitor, which I believe was number 8.
I think so.
Or 10?
No, I think it's 8.
9.
Oh, it's number 9.
It's number 9. That's what the pattern says. I chose for my number 5, the nationally ranked team was Notre Dame, and I went with the number 5 Notre Dame because I like Notre Dame. I like to cheer them on. And I paired it with Prayer of St. Francis. So this one, remember, we showed last week because I used it for a monochromatic stitches.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I have is just lettering. And so I'm hoping to get some stitches put in on that. I'm using the Dinky Dye floss, and this is the light sand fabric.
Oh, that's pretty. Okay, and then my number 6 is Baylor, I believe.
Yes, Baylor.
And it was
Home Sweet Home.
So I already showed this one, but this will be my starting point. I'll put in the next 2 boxes and then continue
work
to work
on the A-frame, the awesome A-frame, and Craftsman Cottage.
Yeah, so.
Well, my number 6, I chose to put Arkansas in my number 6 slot. And I am going to be stitching on Moonlight Garden for Arkansas.
Oh, that's
so every
pretty.
time Arkansas wins, I'm going to stitch, and this is all I have done. Such a pretty, beautiful color of fabric.
It is really
so,
pretty.
I don't have very much, but hopefully Arkansas is going to win a lot, and I'm going to have lots of stitches in by the end of the season.
I know, that's what I'm
Okay, who did you pick for number 7?
Number 7 was, I can't read it.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Okay, so I have Arkansas as number 7, and my project is from Sea to Shining Sea. So I'm working on this West Coast one. I have a lot done on this one, but I just want to be able to work on it so that I can maybe get
from
it
beginning
finished.
to end. Yes.
So
okay.
I have that. And I have
yes, and you can see if I'll hold it back a little bit. She's got the top border all the way finished, and the bottom border almost finished. You're just doing like the little dashes and stuff
and the
there.
little leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
But the
and then she's doing filling in the houses. Yeah. So very nice.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought that would be a good one to put on.
Yeah, that one's good.
Really get it done.
Okay, for my number 7.
Didn't you go with your Charlie?
Go with Charlie.
Where's your Charlie? Go.
He's calling you. Call her again.
Go.
She's coming.
Go see your Charlie.
Go, he's calling you.
Okay.
For my number 7, I chose Missouri, and I'm going to be working on this pitiful Life After Death Mom Dog Sampler. So it's this one. And I need a couple colors. I can't go on because I'm missing a couple colors. I should have looked in your stash to see if you
Didn't you
had
call
it.
me and ask me if I had them and I didn't?
Oh, maybe I did. So this is what I have done. It's just very pitiful. But
I think it will be pretty once you get more done.
yeah.
Once you
So
get,
I'm going to work on the 100
pretty.
stitches every
Yeah,
time.
that's
Every
good.
time that Missouri
and are
wins,
you just
Mizzou.
gonna like use a color you've already used and add more?
Or use the cauldron, and I also wanted to
Oh,
put
yeah.
an overdyed green in for some of the leaves and things. So, yeah, that's what
yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
would be
be.
good.
Or I'll either put a color in for the week, or I'll do work on something
Right.
extra.
Okay.
So number 8, who did you chose? Miami for number 8.
Miami, and that was
Pumpkin
Patch Farm.
Patch Farm.
Yes. So this is
What a fun
Victoria.
one to work
I know,
on
that's
for
what
the
I thought.
fall.
Victoria Sampler. My pattern got kind of wrinkled in my bag. And
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
I'm excited. And then this is what I have done.
Oh, you have the house started.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be fun to work on that.
Yeah.
And that was who? Miami.
Miami. Yes.
Were they anywhere in the top 25 ranking?
Yeah, I think they were down farther.
Well, my number 8, I chose Florida State. That's one of my husband's favorite college teams. And so I'm going to do Hawaii Gardens, a Chatelaine Hawaii Gardens.
Well, you have a
And
lot done on that one.
I have quite a bit done, but remember I have to play
Yeah,
around
you
with
have
the
to play around with
threads.
the
I'm not
colors,
happy with the colors. So I'm going to have to work a little bit on that. So that's that one. So every time Florida State wins, then I'm going to put stitches in on
Good.
Hawaii Garden.
Oh,
So that'll be a
those
fun
are
one.
good.
Okay. And then our number 9 team, let me see if I can grab that paper. Oh, it went behind your chair.
Oh, it's behind my chair? I thought it went under the table.
No.
I think my number 19 is Mizzou.
It is.
Yes, my number 19 is Mizzou. I'm gonna continue to work on nostalgia for that one. And
This was another one. It had 12 patterns.
parts.
And this is the one, we're doing it over one.
This is my starting point right here. So I just
Oh, and
have,
you have some boxes done.
yeah, I
now.
have boxes done and a little bit done in most of them.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so that'll be,
You have way more done than me, I think.
so I have, yeah, so anyway, I'm excited to work on it. I hope it goes okay with my vision and everything, but I think with my magnifier.
And that fabric is nice.
Yeah, it's easy to
it's
see
easy
on,
to
so.
see. I chose for my number 9 team, I chose UTEP. That's University of Texas at El Paso. And
From here in town.
and so I always cheer them on. And since it's home, I'm gonna work on Home Sweet Home for that one.
Oh, that's good.
So we've already showed Home Sweet Home. So but that's gonna be my project that I do every time UTEP wins. I'll add more stitches on Home Sweet Home.
That's good.
And hopefully get that one close to being done.
Yes,
hopefully they have a good season.
Yes, hopefully.
And then for number 10, who did you choose?
Number 10 was Florida State. I like them too. And I'm going to
The
work on
Seminoles.
Quaker Rocky Road.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Is that Tempting Tangles?
Yes, Tempting
Okay.
Tingles.
And then this is my starting point. I don't have very much done. And I think...
Oh, this is the one you were talking about,
Yeah.
not liking this
no,
brown
I think
right
I'm going
here.
to take it out and do... I don't know
Now-
if I'm going to switch out the brown for this
Are
part
you
and just use
using-
a darker brown.
Are you using Dinky Dyes?
Yeah.
It is Dinky Dye Silks.
Yeah.
And see how this brown really changes to a
from brown to-
really
yeah.
pale color.
And I
So-
just don't like it. I want the brown that to look
Yeah.
like chunks of chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, like in this part, it shows like here, this piece has that, brown And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it can look like a different piece of,
Or like there's nuts in the chocolate or something like that.
You know.
But for in your border, you just want a solid brown.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, like here. Like
My last one, I chose North Dakota State University.
Oh.
It is not a Division One school. They play in a different division, but it's NDSU, and since it's North Dakota, I just like them. And they usually for their division, they have won the national championship every year for nine, either 8 or 9 this past year.
9.
And so I'm going to do Changing Seasons. So I will have, I
pretty.
keep track of them. So Changing Seasons is the one I'm going to work on. I worked on this last week, and I got this top square with the purple and gold in it. I got that done. And so now I'm going to have to decide where I'm going to go from here. I think I'm going to try to get those flowers. You have yours done already that go in each corner up here.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going to try to do next, but I don't know. So every time North Dakota State wins, I'm going to be putting 100 stitches in Changing Seasons. So that is what we have coming up. So depending on how many teams win, we could have up to 1,000 stitches we need to get put in on these projects. So we're going to be busy stitching, and then I have to work. So
yeah, I have to work too.
Yes, you have tutoring too. So anyway, so we are going to be busy. We should not be in trouble at all.
No.
We hope that you all have a wonderful long weekend. I know at my house we're very happy. Charlie doesn't have to get up tomorrow. I don't have to get up tomorrow. We're going to watch college football all day long. I may not even get dressed. I think it'll be a pajama day. We do have stitch in tomorrow out at Pebble Hills Police Station. But I think I need a day just to stay home and relax, especially when I know now that it's going to go on for a while. So I don't know that we're going to make it out to stitch in, but for all of our stitchy friends who watch this, we'll miss you guys, and we will definitely be out the next time. And having said that, anything else going on? Anything else we need to talk about? I don't think so. So you all have a wonderful weekend.
And lots of stitchy time,
hopefully. Lots of stitchy time, I hope. And remember that a day without laughter is like a day without sunshine.
So wherever you are, bring your own sunshine.
And keep on stitching. See you next week.